Check, check. Checkity check, check, check. Are we live, guys? Are we live? Are we live? I'm streaming live from my kitchen. I don't know if we're actually live. Let me mute this. I think we're live. Let me just scroll up here to check. Check. I think. Let me see if I can hear myself. Check, check. Yes, I believe we are, guys. All right, cool. So we are live, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. Glad you're watching. We're just chatting with subscribers in my kitchen, because why not? I bought a little desk from Goodwill, plugged her in, and here we are. So yeah, we just chilling. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. I hope you are. Hopefully. I'm going to minimize this real quick. Minimize this. Actually, can I pop up? Let me see your docs. YouTube live control room. Is it going to actually work? Doesn't look like it. Wants me to sign in and do all that stuff, which I'm not going to do. Show that. Okay. Yeah, we are live, everybody. Welcome to the stream if you are watching. And if you're not watching, well, sucks to be you because you're missing out on the good stuff. But yeah, we're just chilling, boys. We're chilling in our kitchen. And yeah, it's my day off. Got my car fixed finally. Had an issue with the seatbelt, but I think I got it all worked out, all figured out. Let me see here. If I move this, I want to make sure it's not capturing anything it's not supposed to be capturing. But I believe it's working. Let me see here. Oops. Yeah, let me go here. Go here, Steam. I want to open up Steam. Actually, do I have Steam on my computer? I might have Steam on my computer. 1 second. I think I do. Yes. Is it going to let me sign in? Is it going to let me sign into Steam? We're going to find out, boys. We're going to find out. But I got my computer, got my laptop set up right in front of the window so I could see outside, see the squirrels climbing trees. Yeah, pretty cool. This is kind of a pretty low desk, but it gets the job done. It's only like 11 bucks. $11 at Goodwill. Had a little coupon, so I got a little bit of a discount, which was nice. But yeah, I'm hoping it's broadcasting out to everyone. If you guys are watching this, drop a comment down below. Sophie Bear, what is Donald Trump? You don't know who Donald Trump is, Sophie? What is a Donald Trump? He is currently the president of the United States of America. That is who Donald Trump is. If you guys are just popping in, welcome to the stream. Does anybody else know who Donald Trump is? Chill guy, how you doing, man? How's it going, chill guy? Welcome to the stream. I'm trying out a new setup I got in my kitchen. Got a lot of dirty dishes back there. You guys can probably kind of see them. I really need to clean my kitchen. Trump playing that solo from Journey, Separate Ways. How's it going, Kevin Young? Jesus Christ is King. I agree, man. 90F. No, 904 Fat. How you doing, 90? Chill guy. Donald Pump. Oh, you guys are amazing. Okay. I'm going to ask a question in the chat. What should I ask? See if I is all right, start poll. Boom. You guys can vote on the poll if you want to. Also, how do I sound? I got my little mic plugged in, so the audio quality probably isn't amazing, but it is what it is. I'm trying to get Steam pulled up on my. Who's playing? There it is. I'm trying to get Steam pulled up. You're really gonna make me put in a password? Why you gotta be this way? Okay, I'm gonna take a picture real quick. There we go. Trying to pull up Steam. Tap here to scan for QR code. Just when I did that. Sign into Steam. Yes, I would like to sign into Steam. What do you mean scan again? Did it work? For security purposes. Oh, it's working. I think it's working. Yeah, guys, what's up? Did you guys watch the new press conference that Donald Trump just held? He's getting some like some tech company. They make like the semiconductors. They're normally stationed in Taiwan, but I guess they're making like $100 billion investment in the U.S. and they're going to make like a giant factory for semiconductors in Arizona. So that's pretty cool. $100 billion investment, not too shabby. Bringing it back to America because he's cranking up the tariffs. So if you're making stuff out of America, you're going to have to pay a lot to get in because the tariffs are, I think, like 25% right now, could be higher. But if you just come to America, build here, you don't got to worry about the tariffs, Just make it here in America. Pretty smart. So even if like China tries to take over Taiwan and is successful, we're going to have semiconductors being made here in the US. So it's going to be Gucci. It's going to be Gucci. What do you guys think? Half of you are probably like, what is this guy even talking about? It's like, what the heck is Adam even talking about? Let me pop back over to the live chat. Okay, I'm trying to read your guys' comments. Give me a second here. I'm trying to like, how do I capture this? Can I capture this? Why are you updating? No, no, no. Stop. Steam, stop updating. Stop updating. You don't need to do that. Okay, featured. Okay, let me go back to the screen. Okay, I'm trying to get window capture. Yeah, I'm trying to get that. Chrome. Steam. Trying to get the Steam. There we go. Steam capture. Is that working? Is the Steam capture working? I don't even know. Can I move this to the top? Let's move it over here. There we go. That's kind of working. Make it a little bigger for you guys to see. There we go. Booyah. Okay, let me bring up the chat again here. I'm trying to do this all on a laptop. Little Bean Man got a free Steam key to playtest a game a few days ago for the Bornless. Never heard of that. Little Bean Man, I'm gonna have to look that up. It's called the Bornless. I'll have to look that up. The Bornless. Let me see if I can find that. The Bornless. Oh, it says it's free. It's like so you got a free code for it? That's cool. You can request access, and it says coming soon from Cathedral Studios. Welcome the Bornless, an action horror FPS face off against other players, summon demons, and build factions in a Lovecraftian world. Use black magic, acquire powerful weapons, upgrade your safe house, and strategize to survive. Interesting. Well, that's pretty cool. Interesting, man. Shout out to Little Bean Man. The reason he has a green name and my face next to his username is because he is a member on the channel. So he is donating this month to help keep the lights on here at Keep Common Game On. So thank you, Little Bean Man, for the membership. I appreciate it. If anybody watching wants to help support the channel, you can hit the join button like Little Bean Man did, and you can help become a supporter on the channel to get access to perks, stuff like that. But yeah, shout out Little Bean Man. Thank you again for the support. I do appreciate it. Who else we got in chat? We got Chill Guy, 94 Fat, Kevin Young, Sophie Vare. If you guys are watching this live, drop those comments down below. We're looking at some Steam sales right now. And this is difficult to do on a computer when you only have I'll put it on my wish list. I'll put the Born list on my wish list. When you only have one screen, this was a pretty small desk I just got from Goodwill. I have it set up in my kitchen right now. So I don't know if I can like put two monitors on it. I'm not sure if I can. Um, capture card, live stream. Pull that one up. There we go. Let me see. Can I pull this over? I'm trying to pull the chat. Okay, I read that comment from Little Bean Man. Very nice. Okay. When I scroll through on OBS, are you still seeing what I'm looking at? Yes. Okay, cool. So let's scroll down. What else we got here? It's hard to see. It's hard to see what's on sale. I need to hook up another monitor. That's what I need to do. I need to hook up another monitor. Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. That's only 23 bucks right now. Hot diggity. I don't think it could run on my computer if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't think it could. But guys, if you are watching, drop those comments down below. Let me know if you think Donald Trump is a good president. I'm curious. I'm curious. What do you guys think? We got a couple votes so far. What do we got? We got 4 votes. 50% say yes, Trump's a good president, and 50% say no, Trump is not a good president. So it's 50-50 right now. Hey, thank you for the likes, guys. We got 4 likes on this video. You guys rock. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for those likes. We get some hearts too. Thank you for the hearts, guys. But what are you guys up to this Monday afternoon? I got a new jacket. This jacket I'm wearing, it was $5 at Walmart. The zipper got caught in my chair, and I kind of like pulled a piece of thread out. So that's kind of unfortunate. But I got this chair for free to do a review for, so it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, you know. It is what it is. But yeah, we just chilling. But Little Bean Man, how do you like the game so far? Like, is it just like the first level, or does it like cut off after a certain time period? Like you can just go as far as you want, and then it's just like it's on a timer, or how does that work? Welcome to the stream, everybody. We could watch the interview that Trump did earlier, and this is really hard to do on a teeny tiny screen, guys. On a teensy tiny screen. Okay, let me exit Steam. Whoop. Okay. Steam is exited. Top chat. We could watch that, I guess. I just have to figure out how to pull it up here. 1 second. 1 second. Let's see if this will actually work. I could play it. I could play it as much as I want, but the playtest was only a few days, and I can't play it anymore. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I think they're probably just testing it to like work out the bugs and stuff before they officially launch it. I'm assuming that's probably what's going on. It's probably what's going on. Truth about, let's see here. What do they got Trump-wise? Trump says no room. Remarks from the White House. Can I just go to the White House, like YouTube channel? White House? White House, there we go. The White House, the official White House. Can I look by past streams? I think this was it. Yeah, this was it. Let's see if this actually works. Okay, hold up. I gotta like situate this correctly. Properties, defaults, headphones. I think this is it.
Thank you very much. This is a very...
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, so let me pull up the sound a little. And then let me bring up this. There we go. Ha we got it, boys. We got it. Okay. Let me make this. Can I make it full screen theater mode? It's not quite theater mode, but that might work. Yeah, it's close enough, right? Close enough. Okay. That should work.
Big day for a lot of reasons, but
Let me
this
know if it's
gentleman
too
is
loud,
a
guys.
very unique
I can
man.
adjust it.
I think I could say in the world of chips, certainly, but in the world pretty much of business, nobody's done what he's done. Very.
Actually, let's title this stream. I don't know if I can go back and title this stream. Can I? Can I do this on the fly? I don't know. Whoop, whoop. That's not what I wanted. Um, okay, hold up, guys. Hold up. I'm gonna try to change the title of this. Paste. Yeah, that's way over the limit. That should work. Okay, save. All right. And actually, customize. Customize details. I'm gonna put it in the news and politics section. Because why not? Okay, here we go, boys. You guys ready for this? You guys ready to make some magic? Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let me just turn this back on. And, all right.
For those of you that are into that world, you would say, wow, he's a legend, but he is a legend, and it's an honor to be with you. Very great honor. Thank you very much. Mr. President. Thank you very much. Welcoming from
1 second, guys.
TSMC, which is the biggest there is at a level that you can't even calculate, frankly. CC Way to the White House for a very historic announcement. This is a tremendous thing for our country and hopefully for his company. We're also pleased to be joined by Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick and White House AI and SIP, the crypto czar David Sachs, another two very highly respected people. It's great to have you guys involved. And David, thank you very much for coming on. David is sort of the king of intellect in that world. We have some good people. Today, Taiwan Semiconductor is announcing that they will be investing at least $100 billion in new capital in the United States over the next short period of time to build state-of-the-art semiconductor manufacturing facilities. I think mostly it's going to be in Arizona, which is what I understand, which is a great.
This was live by the White House.
Great state. I like it because I won it, but I won most of them actually. So, but I did. We won it, and we won it big. The most powerful AI chips in the world will be made right here in America. And
right here in the USA,
of the
boys.
Chips made by his company, but as you know, they're based mostly in Taiwan. And they're far and away the biggest. There's nobody even close. This $100 billion in new investment will go into building 5 cutting-edge fabrication facilities.
Cutting edge, everybody. This is cutting-edge stuff
that we just discussed, Arizona, and will create thousands of jobs, many thousands of jobs, and high-paying jobs. In total, today's announcement brings Taiwan Semiconductor investments to about $165 billion they've started already. Among the largest new foreign direct investments in the United States, Apple, as you know, made a big announcement last week of $500 billion, and we have some others that have announced. We have many that want to announce.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I don't have time to do all of these announcements, I tell you. But for you, I'm doing the announcement. Thank you. This will create hundreds of billions of dollars in economic
Hundreds of
activity and boost
billions of
America's
jobs, guys.
dominance in artificial
Hundreds of
intelligence and
billions of
beyond.
jobs. That's what I'm talking about.
Semiconductors are the
That is what I'm
backbone of the
talking about,
21st century
boys.
economy, and really, without the semiconductors,
Whoop.
there is no economy. Powering everything from AI to automobiles to advanced manufacturing. And we must be able to build the chips and semiconductors that we need right here in American factories with American skill and
If
American
you're just
labor.
popping in, guys, we're watching
And that's
President Trump.
exactly what we're doing.
His
As you know,
big
Taiwan pretty much
investment
has
announcement.
a monopoly on that market. And I think pretty much is not a term that's even appropriate. They do have a monopoly. And this is a tremendous
We're reacting
move
to
by
it.
the most
This
powerful
was, I
company
don't know,
in the
maybe an
world.
hour ago.
It's
We're
a
watching
matter
from
of
the
economic
official
security.
White House
It's also a matter of
YouTube
national
channel.
security for
Shout
us.
out.
And at the same
I also
time,
put a poll in the chat.
Mr. Wei
I
will
asked you
be
guys,
able
is Trump a
to
good president? Yes or
diversify and
no?
have
You can vote on that.
his
57%
tremendous
say
presence
yes,
in another
Trump is a good
place, and a
president.
very safe
So the
place. And I
yeses
want
are
to thank
currently winning.
Taiwan Semiconductor
Currently.
for
That could
doing
change.
the
Also, drop some
announcement.
comments down
And
below.
I'd like to
Hit that like
ask
button.
Mr. Wei to say a few words, if you might. And I'd also like to ask Howard and David, you can say a couple of words, but maybe you should go first, because right now he's the most important man in the room. I'm sorry, fellas. Please. Thank you very much.
This guy actually seems like a pretty nice guy, pretty chill dude. He's working very hard. Jay Lemon, I agree.
I'm a little bit nervous, so I have to
$100 billion investment from this guy right here. It's pretty impressive. Most of the semiconductor chips are made in Taiwan, but this guy, who's like the head of the company that makes the most of them, he's bringing that to the U.S. Going to make like this big plant, warehouse, well, like
say thank you
not
to
warehouse,
Mr.
but
President
warehouse, big,
to give me this opportunity
just big, this plant where they make them
our big project in
Arizona.
the U.S.
And
TSMC
investing $100
the world's
billion, which is going to create a lot of jobs,
manufacturing
like 25,000 jobs,
Dr. Morris
2,500 jobs, I think,
in
2,500.
1987. Is now at the forefront of semiconductor
But this guy seems like a nice dude.
Supporting AI advancement and industry
We're making
growth.
big moves, boys.
In fact, I would like
Big
to
moves, big moves.
wind back the time that in 2020 we have to thank
Making some big
President
moves.
Trump's vision and his support. So TSMC start the journey of establishing the
Yeah, guys, drop those comments if you're
advanced
watching.
chip manufacturing in Arizona. And now, let me
Excuse me.
proudly say, now the vision become reality. In Phoenix, Arizona, with 3,000 employees, we are producing the most advanced chip made on U.S. soil. With the success of our first fab, so we are now very happy to announce we are going to invest additional 100 billion US dollar in addition to our current 65 billion US dollars investment in Arizona. We are going to build 3 more new fabs.
With the B, baby.
After we promised the 3 fabs already, and another 2 very advanced packaging
Hit that hard button, guys.
fab, and
hit that hard
most
button.
important, R&D center.
100 billion.
Also,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
For this, all the investment, 165 billion, is going to create thousands of the high-paid jobs.
Can I leave a comment on my own video?
And we are, most important, actually, we are going to produce many AI chips. We are going to produce many chips to support the AI progress and to
Smash
support
that like button, guys.
the smartphones progress. And again, with that, I want to thank President Trump again for his support. In addition, I also want to thank my customers in the U.S., such as Apple, NVIDIA, AMD, Qualcomm, Broadcom. They all support TSMC's manufacturing in the U.S. Without their support, we probably cannot make it through. So again, I want to thank them. Also, I'd like to thank the TSMC's employee Without their
I mean,
effort,
it took
we
a
just
lot of
cannot
people
make it
to help
today.
make this
That's
investment
all I
happen.
want to
So
say.
yeah,
And
shout
thank you.
out to all them. Very nice, getting things done, boys.
Howard, please, David.
Making big moves, son. Big moves. America's back, baby. We back. We
I'm
back.
thrilled to be here today because
I forget
President
this guy's
Trump
name, but I
has
like
made
him. I
it
think he's
a
like in charge of like
fundamental objective
commerce or
to
something.
bring semiconductor chip manufacturing home to America. Under the Biden administration, TSMC received
Biden
a $6 billion grant, and that encouraged
Joe,
them to build
Sleepy Joe.
$65 billion. So America gave TSMC 10% of the
We
money
have 8 votes
to
so
build here.
far.
And
62%
now
of you
you're
say
seeing the
Trump
power of Donald Trump's
is a good president.
presidency because
You heard it here
TSMC,
from the kitchen,
the
boys.
greatest manufacturer
You heard it here
of chips
from
in
my
the
dirty,
world,
dirty
is
kitchen.
coming to America with a $100 billion investment.
100 billion.
And of
That's
course,
what I'm
that is
talking about.
backed by the fact that they can come here because they
You
can
can't make this up,
avoid
son.
paying
You
tariffs.
can't.
So the idea is
You
come
can't.
to America,
Melissa Taylor, how you doing,
build
Melissa?
greatness in America, build for the American
How was your
customers,
day, Melissa?
Apple, NVIDIA,
Glad
that
you're
whole
here.
list
Glad you're watching.
that Chairman Wei
Hello.
gave in order to bring production to America. So we're really, really excited.
I can also
This
type in the
continues
chat.
the most incredible path you've ever seen in these
Melissa,
first
you've been here
weeks
before,
and
right?
months of the Trump administration of
I believe you've been here before.
incredible manufacturing coming to America. The keys that the president has called out are coming here. They're coming here in huge size because they want to be in the
welcome
greatest
back, Melissa.
market in
Glad
the
you're
world,
watching.
and they want to avoid the tariffs that if they're not here,
See,
they'd have
if you
to
build
suffer.
stuff here in
So I wanna
America, you don't have
congratulate,
to worry about the tariffs that everybody else
CC
has
Wei
to
for
pay to
bringing
bring
in
product
this
in.
incredible $100 billion
'Cause it's already in.
investment,
You just
but it's
build
on
it
the
in America,
shoulders of our
help
president,
create
Donald
jobs,
Trump, which is why he's coming.
help the
So,
economy here
thank
grow,
you.
and boom, you're saving tons of money. You're not going to be taxed 25%.
Well,
Possibly
the products
more
that
money.
TSMC
Just
makes
bring it here.
are
Bring it to the
literally
US.
the most important products in the world. I mean, these
We're
advanced
bringing
chips
business
power everything.
back,
they power
ladies and
AI,
gentlemen.
they power your phone,
We're
they
bringing
power
it
your
back.
cars, and without them, the whole modern economy would stop. But they're not made in the United States.
We're
So
bringing it
for
back,
TSMC
baby.
to move here
We
is
got
a
5
huge,
likes on
huge
this video.
development,
That's
and
what I'm
we owe
talking
that to
about.
President Trump's leadership on the economy and Secretary Lutnick as well. And CC, thank you for coming here. Thank you. Yeah.
The boys are back, baby.
So thank you very much. A big percentage of chips with this investment will be made now, a big percentage.
Big percentage.
Worldwide, we had very little, almost none. We used to have a lot with Intel, but we had very little. And we'll be at close to 40% of the market with this transaction and a
40%.
couple of others that we're doing.
That's
That's
a pretty big deal.
tremendous leap.
Pretty big deal.
Like a leap that nobody would have really said was
Hit the like button on
possible.
that
So
video.
I just want to thank you all for being here. If you want a couple of questions, ideally on this subject, yes. Please.
Number of jobs that will
My day's going pretty well.
You're probably talking about 25,000 jobs, but it'll get bigger and bigger
25,000
with time.
jobs.
Knowing this gentleman, it'll get bigger and bigger. There'll be no stopping him. Yeah, Brian, go ahead.
In addition to the job, you talked about national security, and that's one thing I think a lot of Americans don't understand. Explain the national security aspect of this.
Well, without the chips and semiconductors, nothing runs today. You can't buy a car without them. You can't get a radio, a television, nothing. You can't get anything. And we
Melissa, I
thought it was
appreciate you
very
popping
important, obviously business-wise, but we thought even in terms of
62%
national
of the
security to
people
have
watching say
this
Trump
large percentage of the
is
chips, semiconductors,
president.
and other things that
what I'd
they
like to
make,
see.
the most important
Vote on that
product.
poll we
And
got in the chat,
not
guys.
a product
Yes,
that
he
you
is a
can
good president.
really
No,
copy.
he's not.
It takes years
Drop a
and years.
comment.
You know, on the needle
Drop
of
a
a
vote.
pin
Let me know. Comment
is
section.
total
Do it.
genius. I mean, they can put things.
Do it.
I mean, something the size of the needle, the point of a pin, they put information that is just not even.
And if you're brand new to the
believable.
channel,
So
definitely
if you would,
leave a comment
if
so I
you
can
would
give you a
see
shout
this,
out.
it's just really something. Yes, Brian.
One aspect to that, Honda.
Rugby
announced
practice,
they're coming
nice.
to Indiana because of the tariffs.
Nice.
That's right.
Bringing additional jobs in manufacturing. You want to comment on that as well?
Well, Honda's coming, and I told you about Apple that they're going to be starting to build massively
Honda's
here.
coming back,
500
boys.
billion.
I actually have a Honda.
And we have many other companies going to be
Accord.
announced, but we had many that have already announced. And no, it's going to be great. It's looking really strong. I don't think this country has ever seen anything like we're seeing right now. Now, the tariffs, as you know, will start a week earlier than the reciprocal, which is going to be on a couple of weeks earlier. Reciprocal tariffs start on April 2nd. And I wanted to make it April 1st, but I didn't want to do. I didn't want to go April Fool's Day, because that costs a lot of money. But that one day, but so we're going April 2nd. But very importantly, tomorrow tariffs 25% on Canada and 25% on Mexico, and that'll
Wrestling
start.
practice, nice.
So they're going to have a tariff. So what they have to do is build their car plants,
I really
frankly,
need to
and
plug
other
in a
things in the
mouse
United
to make
States.
this easier.
In which case, they have no tariffs. In other words, you build, and
If you
this
guys
is
are watching
exactly
this
what
live,
Mr. Wei
drop
is
some
doing.
comments
By building
down
here,
below.
otherwise they'll build, if they did them in Taiwan to send them here, they'll have 25% or 30% or 50% or whatever the number may be someday. It'll go only up. But by doing it here, he has no tariff, so he's way ahead of the game. And I would just say this to people in Canada or Mexico: if they're going to build car plants, the people that are doing them are much better off building here, because we have the market. We're the market where they sell the most. And so I think it's going to be very exciting.
Market,
very
boys.
exciting for the automobile companies. Very exciting for, I can think of any, as an example, North Carolina, they had the great, I used to go there to buy furniture for hotels, and it's been wiped out. That business all went to other countries. And now it's all going to come back into North Carolina, the furniture manufacturing business.
It's all coming back.
Is the Ukraine minerals deal now dead,
what I like
or
to
can
see.
it be revived? What's your-
Well, I'll let you know. We're making a speech. You probably heard about it tomorrow night, so I'll let you know tomorrow night. But no, I don't think so. I think it's a great deal for us, because Biden very, very foolishly, stupidly, frankly, gave $300 billion and $350
Have a good day,
more
Melissa. Thanks for
accurately,
popping in.
to a country to fight and to try and do things. And you know what happened? We get nothing. We get nothing. Just gave it. We could have rebuilt our entire U.S. Navy with $350 billion. Think of it, $350 billion. We could have rebuilt our U.S. Navy. So he gave it away as.
I think he reacted to this, so let's just watch his reaction, because this should be funny.
People. Today, Taiwan Semiconductor is announcing that they will be investing at least $100 billion in new capital in the United States over the next short period of time.
100
to
billion?
build state-of-the-art semiconductor manufacturing
I'm
facilities.
a fan of
That's big
Asmongold.
money.
It's going to
Some
be
of
in
you might
Arizona,
not be a
which
fan
is
of him,
what I
but
understand, which is a great,
happen to be a fan
great
of him.
state. I like it because I won it, but I won most of them actually. So, but I did. We won it, and we won it big.
That's a
The
little
most
too big.
powerful AI chips in the world will be made right here in America, and it'll be a big percentage of the chips made by his company. But as you know, they're based mostly in Taiwan.
So we're going to react to
they're
Asmongold
far and away the
reacting.
biggest.
You mean
There's no
China?
Because
even
why
close.
not?
This $100 billion in new
Why not,
investment will
boys?
go
Why
into building
not?
5 cutting-edge fabrication facilities in the great state that we just discussed, Arizona, and will create thousands of jobs, many thousands of jobs, and they're high-paying jobs. In
Farming
total,
those numbers,
today's announcement brings Taiwan Semiconductor investments to about $165 billion they've started already. Among the largest foreign direct investments in the United States. Apple, as you know, made a big announcement last week of $500 billion, and we have some others that have announced. We have many that want to announce, but I don't have time to do all of these announcements, I tell you. But for you, I'm doing the announcement. Thank you.
For
this
sure.
will create hundreds of billions of dollars in economic activity and boost America's dominance in artificial intelligence and beyond. Semiconductors are the backbone of the 21st
So this is a
century
reaction
economy,
video
and
to a
really,
reaction video.
without the
Because why not?
semiconductors, there is no economy. Powering everything from AI to automobiles to advanced manufacturing. And we must be able to build the chips and semiconductors that we need right here in American factories with American skill and American labor. And that's exactly what we're doing. As you know, Taiwan pretty much has a monopoly on that market. And I think pretty much is not a term that's even appropriate. They do have a monopoly, and this is a tremendous move by the most powerful company in the world.
If you guys
It's
are
a
watching
matter
this
of
video,
economic
hit that
security. It's
thumbs
also
up
a
button.
matter of national
Post a
security for
comment
us.
down below.
And at the same time,
Helps the channel out.
Mr.
Helps
Wei
me
will be
get a little higher
able
in
to
YouTube
diversify and have
algorithms.
his, a tremendous
watching us
presence in
live,
another
drop those
place, in a
comments.
very safe place. And I want to thank
We're reacting
Taiwan
to Asmund Gold,
Semiconductor for
react to
doing the announcement.
Trump's
And I'd like
newest
to ask
announcement about
Mr. Wade to say a few words, if you
them
might.
bringing the
And I'd also
chips
like to ask Howard and David. You
manufacturing
could say
to
a
the
couple of
US,
words, but maybe you should go
semiconductor
first,
chips.
because right now he's the most important man in the room.
Oh.
I'm sorry, fellas. Please. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great
Mr.
honor.
President.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's get him.
I'm a little bit nervous, so I have to pull out my piece of paper. Mr. President,
Seems like a nice guy.
Arnie,
It just seems
and
like a chill
David, I
dude.
didn't know
That's
your
good.
title, but
Who's this guy?
okay.
Some computer guy.
First, I want to say thank you to Mr. President to give me this opportunity to announce our big project in the U.S. TSMC is the world's largest
TSMC.
chip manufacturing, funded by Dr. Morris Chen in 1987. It's now at the forefront of semiconductor technology, supporting AI advancement and industry growth.
Semiconductor technology.
In fact, I would like to wind back
This is
the
the guy.
time that in 2020 we
He's
have
the
to
CEO.
thank President Trump's vision
It's a lot of money.
and his support.
That's
so
right.
TSMC start the journey of establishing the advanced chip manufacturing in Arizona. And now, let me proudly say, now the vision become reality. In Phoenix, Arizona, with 3,000
Phoenix,
employees,
Arizona, boys.
we are producing the most
Right here in the
advanced
U.S.
chip
boys.
made on
Right here in the
US
US, son.
soil. With the success of our first fab, so we are now
guys are watching,
very happy to
Post
announce
an
we are
emoji
going
in
to
the chat.
invest
Also, vote on the poll we
additional
got.
100 billion US dollar
100
in
billion,
addition
baby.
to our
100
current
bill.
65
With a B.
billion US
With a B,
dollars
boys.
investment in
Damn.
Arizona. We are
100
going
billion.
to build
Easy
3 more
money.
new fab after we promised the 3 fabs
big
already,
money.
and another 2 very advanced
Yep.
packaging fab, and most important, R&D center.
Not tired of winning yet?
also in Arizona.
Arizona.
For this, all the investment, 165 billion,
Damn.
is going to create thousands of the high-paid jobs, as the president just announced.
He goes, yeah, that's right.
And we are, most important, actually, we are going to produce many AI chips. We are going to produce many chips to support the AI
Damn,
progress.
bro, they had a lot of this.
And
It's
to
crazy.
support the smartphones progress. And again, with that, I want to thank President Trump again for his support. In addition, I also want to thank my customers in the U.S., such as Apple, NVIDIA, AMD, Qualcomm, Broadcom. They all support TSMC's manufacturing in the U.S. Without their support,
We got 9
we
votes.
probably
Somebody's
cannot
voted
make
for
it
Trump
through.
in the chat.
So again, I want
Somebody
to
else thinks Trump's a good
thank them.
president. Vote on it, guys. Yes
Also,
or no? Is Trump
I'd
a
like
good president?
to thank the
Thumbs up,
TSMC's
yes. Thumbs down,
employee.
no.
Without their
Yeah,
effort,
we only got
we
9
just
votes so
cannot
far.
make it
Vote on it.
today.
We're curious.
That's all I want to say, and thank you.
Let us know.
He did a
I
great
like
job.
that guy's good. I like him.
Howard,
I like him.
David?
Nice, very nice. Very nice.
All right.
So I'm thrilled to be here today.
$100 billion.
Because President Trump
Easy.
has made it a fundamental objective to bring semiconductor chip manufacturing home to America.
Get that money.
Under the Biden administration,
Home to America, baby.
165?
bring
Yeah.
it back.
TSMC
Additional 100.
received a $6 billion grant, and that encouraged them to build $65 billion. So America gave TSMC 10% of the money to build here. And now you're seeing the power of Donald Trump's presidency, because TSMC, the greatest manufacturer of chips in the world, is coming to America with a $100 billion investment. And of
Big
course,
dick.
that is backed by the fact that they can come here because they can avoid paying tariffs. So
There
the
it
idea
is.
is come to America, build
That's
greatness
his
in
favorite
America,
word. Remember
build
that one?
for the American customers,
Tariffs, yep.
Apple, NVIDIA,
Trump's favorite.
that whole list that Chairman Wei gave
We're making
in
big
order
moves,
to bring
guys, big moves.
production to America. So we're really, really excited. This continues the most incredible path you've ever seen in these first weeks and months of the Trump administration of incredible manufacturing coming to America. The keys that the president has called out are coming here. They're coming here in huge size because they want to be in the greatest market in the world, and they want to avoid the tariffs that if they're not here, they'd have to suffer. So I want to congratulate CC Wei for bringing in this incredible $100 billion investment, but it's on the shoulders of our President Donald Trump, which is why he's coming. So thank you.
Thank you.
Damn.
David?
Thank you, sir. Well, the products that TSMC makes are literally the most important products in the world. I mean, these advanced
because
chips power everything.
big
they
money.
power AI, they power your phone, they
Big
power
money.
your cars. And
It's big money.
without them, the whole modern economy would stop, but they're not made in the United States. So for TSMC to move here is a huge, huge development. And we owe that to President Trump's leadership on the economy and Secretary Lutnick as well. And CC, thank you for coming here. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, David. So thank you very much. A big percentage of chips with this investment will be made now, a big percentage. Worldwide, we had very little, almost none. We used to have a lot with Intel, but we had very little. And we'll be at close to 40% of the
We're
market
watching the big Trump
with this
announcement.
transaction and a couple of others that we're doing. That's a tremendous leap.
Drop those comments. Let me know what you think of it.
Like a leap
That guy
that nobody
just
would have really said was
invested $100
possible. So I
billion
just want to thank you all for being here.
in
If
the
you want a
US.
couple of questions, ideally
create
on the
semiconductors.
They're going to ask
subject,
about
yes.
January 6th.
Jobs that will be great. He said thousands, but
You're probably talking about 25,000 jobs. But it'll get bigger and bigger with time.
We're
actually
Knowing this
watching
gentleman,
Asmund Gold
it'll get
react,
bigger and
so we're
bigger.
reacting
There'll
to
be
his
no
video.
stopping him.
All right.
President, what
Yeah,
more?
Brian, go ahead.
In addition to the jobs, you talked about national security, and that's one thing I think a lot of Americans at home don't understand. Explain the national security aspect.
Because they're
of
not
this.
getting made in
Well, without
China.
the chips and semiconductors, nothing runs today.
Yeah.
You can't buy a car without them. You can't get a radio, a television, nothing. You can't get anything.
Nothing.
And
Nothing.
we thought it was very
Nothing
important,
works.
obviously business was, but we thought even in terms of national security to have this large
TSMCs are in the
percentage
US.
of the
Yeah, I
chips,
know.
Nothing works
semiconductors,
without
and
the
other
chips.
things that they make.
So we bring the
the
chips
most
to the
important
US.
product, and not a product that you
That's how it's
can
done,
really
boys.
copy.
So even
it
if
takes
they
years and
took
years.
over
You know, on
Taiwan,
the needle of a pin,
which hopefully never happens.
is total genius.
But even
they
if
can
they
put
did,
things. I mean, something the size of
we
the
got it all
need, the
worked out
point
because
of
we're
a
making
pin.
them here now. We making
They
the
put
chips here.
information that is just not even.
Got a backup plan
believable.
now,
So
boys.
if you would
Bringing
Mr.
money
if you
to
would see
America.
this, it's just really something. Yes,
Mr.
Brian?
President.
One aspect to that, Honda announced they're coming to Indiana because of the tariffs. Once again,
That's
you
right.
bring in additional jobs in manufacturing. You want to comment on that as well?
Well, Honda's coming, and I told you about Apple that they're going to be starting to build massively here, $500 billion. And we have many other companies going to be announced, but we had many that have already announced. And no, it's going to be great. It's looking really strong. I don't think this country has ever seen anything like we're seeing right now. Now,
True.
the
True.
tariffs, as you know, it'll start a week earlier than the reciprocal, which is going to be on a couple of weeks earlier. Reciprocal tariffs start on April 2nd. And I wanted to make it April 1st, but I didn't
Big
want to.
moves,
I didn't want to
baby.
go April Fool's.
Big moves.
Because that costs a lot of money, but that one day. But so we're going April 2nd. But very importantly, tomorrow tariffs 25%
Wow.
on Canada and 25% on Mexico.
Hey,
and
yo,
that'll
fuck
start.
Canada.
So they're
Whoa,
going to have
that
to.
place
what do you
is
think? What do you
so
think of
what
that,
they
have to
guys?
do
What do
is
you think of those
build
tariffs
their car
coming up?
plants, frankly, and
Starts
other things
tomorrow.
in the United States.
That's
In
right.
which case they have no tariffs. In other words, you build, and
Mexico's
this
all
is
right.
exactly what Mr. Wei is doing. By building
Canada?
here, otherwise they'll build, if they did them in Taiwan to send them here, they'll have 25% or 30% or 50% or whatever the number may be someday. It'll go only up. But by doing it here, he has no tariff, so he's way ahead of the game. And I would just say this to people in Canada or Mexico, if they're going to build car plants, the people that are doing them are much better off building here because we have
Building
the
here
market.
in the
We're the market
US,
where they
build 'em
sell
here.
the most. And so I think it's going to be very exciting.
people
Very
want
exciting for the
cars.
automobile companies. Very exciting for, I can think of any, as an example,
Also,
North
guys, how
Carolina.
do you like my dirty
They
kitchen?
had the great, I used to go there to
It's
buy
amazing, isn't
furniture
it?
for hotels.
Hey, I need
And
to
it's
wash
been
some
wiped
dishes.
out.
I know.
That business all
I
went
need
to
to wash
other
a lot of
countries.
dishes.
And now it's all going to come back into North
Thumbs up
Carolina,
in
the
chat for the dirty
furniture
dishes.
manufacturing business, please.
One like
Is the
equals
Ukraine
one
minerals deal
clean
now
dish.
Oh,
dead,
yeah.
Or can it be revived? What's your...
Well, I'll let you know. We're making a speech. You probably heard about it tomorrow night, so I'll let you know tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
But no,
night's
I don't think
speech
so. I
about
think,
Ukraine and everything, that's going to be
it's a
crazy.
great
That's going
deal
to be
for
wild.
us because, Biden
It's going to be wild, boys.
foolishly, stupidly, frankly,
Oh, Biden.
gave
Oh,
$300 billion
jeez.
and $350 billion
Oh,
more
God.
accurately
Not again.
to a country to
Biden's stupid.
fight and to
Big
try
deal.
and do
Oh, my
things.
Lord.
And you know what happened? We get nothing. We get nothing. Just gave it. We could have rebuilt our entire U.S. Navy with $350 billion. Think of it, $350 billion.
Jesus.
We could have rebuilt our U.S. Navy. So he gave it away as fast as the money could be gone.
Wow.
And what we're doing is getting that all back.
We're getting it
And
back, boys.
a lot more
It's
than
going to
that.
happen.
And we need
Some of you might not
Cookie
believe it,
dough.
but it's going to
for
happen.
this business that
It's
we're talking
happening.
about here
Okay,
with
it's
chips and
happening.
semiconductors
If you think it's
and
happening,
everything
post in
else.
the chat. If
We
you don't
need
think it's
rare
happening,
earths.
post in the chat.
And
Okay.
the deal we have is we have
We're
the
getting it done.
finest rare earths.
We're getting it done.
What do you need to
Gents, we're
see
getting it
from
done.
President Zelensky to restart these negotiations?
Well, I just think he should be more appreciative
Stop
because
being a
this country
bitch.
has stuck with them
Oh,
through
True,
thick and
true.
thin. We've given them much more than Europe, and Europe should have given more than us because, as
So
you know,
nothing.
that's right there. That's the border.
yeah, nothing.
This country really was
just
like
a
the
power
fence
play.
on the border. It was very important to Europe, and I'm not knocking Europe. I'm saying that they were a lot smarter than Joe Biden because Joe Biden didn't have a clue. He just gave money hand over
Didn't
fist.
have a clue.
And they should have been able to equalize with us. In other words, if we
Joe
gave a
didn't
dollar,
have a
they
clue,
should have
guys.
given. Well, we
Nope,
gave
no clue.
Lying?
No clue.
You think he's lying?
$350 billion. They
Sleepy Joe.
probably gave 100, but on top of it all, they get their money back because they're doing it in the form of a loan, and it's a secured loan. So when I saw that, which I've known about for a little while, I
No,
said it's
that's
time
Ted
for us
that's lying,
to be
not
smart.
Trump.
At the same time, it's great for them because they
That
get
was
us
the other
in the
string.
country taking the rare earth, which is going to fuel this big engine, and especially the engine that we've in a very short time created. And we get something, and we're there. We have a presence there. With all of that being said, I want one thing to happen. I want all of those young people to stop being killed. They're being killed by the
True.
thousands
Need
every
to stop
single
the
week.
fighting.
Last
Need to
week,
stop the wars,
2,700
guys.
were
Need to
killed.
stop it.
2,700 young, in this case, just about all young boys from Ukraine and from Russia. And that's not young people from the United States, but it's on a human basis. I want to see it stop. The money is one thing, but the death. And they're
Make it
losing
stop.
thousands of soldiers a week. And that's not including the people that get killed every time a town goes down or a missile goes into a town. And I want to see it stop. Yes.
Are you considering canceling military aid to Ukraine? And can we get a reaction to what the Prime Minister said, that your administration is bringing U.S. worldview in alignment with Moscow's?
So
Bernard,
this
how's
is
it going,
a deal
Bernard?
that should have never happened. This is a deal that would have never happened.
Why
And
what?
it didn't
What's your
happen
question?
for 4 years. It didn't happen. It was never even close to happening. If I were president, it would not have happened. And October 7th would not
There's
have
a little
happened
bit of a
in
delay,
Israel.
so you gotta be more
and
specific.
inflation wouldn't have happened. And
welcome to the
Afghanistan,
stream, Bernard.
disastrous. The way they withdrew, not the fact that they withdrew, but the way they withdrew would have never happened. And we would have had Bagram right now instead of China having it. It was 1 hour away from where China makes their nuclear weapons. We would have kept Bagram, with one of the biggest air bases in the world. All of these things happened, and it's a shame. But it is what it is, and now we're here. I want to see it end fast.
Let's get
I
it
don't
done,
want to see this
son.
go on
Let's
for
stop
years
the war.
and years.
Let's
Now,
get it done. Nobody wins in a
President
war. Okay?
Zelensky supposedly
Nobody
made a
wins in
statement
a
today
war.
in AP. I'm not a big fan of AP, so maybe it was an incorrect statement. But he said he thinks the war's going to go on for a long time. And he better not be right about that. That's all I'm saying.
This project,
True.
could this minimize the impact to the U.S. with chips should China decide to isolate Taiwan or China decide to take Taiwan?
Well, it's a very interesting point. It's a great question, actually. But this would certainly I can't say minimize. That would be a catastrophic event, obviously. But it will at least give us a position where we have, in this very, very important business, we would have a very big part of it in the United States. So it would have a big impact if something should happen with Taiwan.
Smart. Smart.
Are you looking at relieving Russian sanctions if there is
Everything
a
we
peace
do
deal?
is smart, boys.
Well, we're going to
Everything
make deals
this
with
administration does.
everybody to get this war, including
done.
Europe and European nations. And they've acted very well. You know, they're good people. I know most of them are friends of mine. The heads of state, the heads of the various
We're
countries,
getting it
prime
done,
ministers
son.
from the different.
Done
I
on a
got
t-shirt.
4 prime ministers and
Make it happen.
4 prime ministers and 5 presidents
that merch up in
called
here.
me over the last 2 days, and they want to work it out. They want to get it worked out. And I think they're also, you know, they're talking money, but the money is less important than the deaths. We're talking thousands of young people a week. And people would say, why do I care about Ukraine, young people? Why do I care about, and not all young, but they're pretty young. You know, Ukraine is running a little bit low, and they're getting older. They're recruiting older people.
We got
it's a
10
very,
votes
very
in the
sad
chat.
thing that's happening over there.
60%
And we
say
want to
Trump's
get
a
it
good
And
president.
younger.
finished. We
40%
want to stop
say
the
Trump
Biden
is
administration
not
pushed
a
him
good
to
president. Vote
recruit
in the
younger.
chat, guys.
On the tariffs,
Drop
is there
a vote.
any room left for Canada and Mexico to make a deal before midnight?
Drop a
And should
vote
we
down
expect
there.
those
Oh.
Chinese tariffs, the extra 10%, to take effect
No room
tomorrow?
left for
Oh.
Mexico or for Canada.
They're
No, the
done.
tariffs, you know, they're all set.
That's
They
right.
go into effect tomorrow.
Mr. President, just to follow up on my
No
colleague's
more
question.
tacos.
And just so you understand,
No more
vast
maple
amounts
syrup.
of fentanyl have poured into
It's
our country
over.
from Mexico, and as you know, also from China, where it goes to Mexico and goes to Canada. And China also had an additional 10, so it's 10 plus 10.
And we got 6 likes, guys. Thank
and
you
it
for the
comes in
likes
from
on
Canada,
the
and it
video.
comes in
I
from
appreciate it.
Mexico, and that's a very important thing to
I
say. Yeah,
appreciate
please.
it,
Have you
guys. Thank
decided
you.
if you're going to
Thank you
suspend
very
military
much.
aid to Ukraine? Have you made that decision?
Well, I haven't even talked about that right now. I mean, right now, we'll see what happens. A lot of things are happening right now as we speak.
He's never going to
I mean,
say what he
literally
does.
as we speak. I could give you an answer and go back to my office, the beautiful Oval Office. I could go back into the Oval Office and find out that the answer is obsolete. It's like his business. It's obsolete. You come up with a new chip and it's obsolete about 2 minutes later, right? But that's what's good about his business. That's why he's the only one that's successful in it. But
Just to follow up my colleague's question from Russia saying that your foreign policy is largely in line with their vision, should that be concerning to Americans?
Oh.
said what?
Should that be
Russia
concerning
paying
to
Trump.
Americans?
Read the statement.
That Russia says that your administration's foreign policy is, quote, largely in line with their vision.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think it takes 2 to tango, and you're going to have to make a deal with Russia, and you're going to have to make a deal with Ukraine. You're going to have the assent, and you're going to have the consent from the European nations, because I think that's important, and from us. I think everybody has to get into a room, so to speak, and we have to make a deal. And the deal can be made very fast. It should not be that hard a deal to make. It could be made very fast. Now, maybe somebody doesn't want to make a deal. And if somebody doesn't want to make a deal, I think that person won't be around very long. That person will not be listened to very long because I believe that Russia wants to make a deal. I believe certainly the people of Ukraine want to make a deal. They've suffered more than anybody else. We talk about suffering. They've suffered. But if you think about it, under President Bush, they got Georgia, right? Russia got Georgia.
Oh.
Under President Obama, they got a nice big submarine base.
Crimea?
A nice big chunk of land where they have their submarines. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Crimea. Under President Trump, they got nothing.
Oh.
And under President Biden, they tried to get the whole thing.
Oh.
They tried to get the whole big
They're trying to get
Ukraine.
it because
The whole
Biden
thing.
is
If I
asleep.
didn't get in here, they would have gotten the whole
Yeah.
thing. So
Sleepy
Biden.
Joe.
I can only say
Sleepy
you can
Joe,
go back
boys.
to Bush, you can go back to Obama, and go back to Biden. They took a lot.
Trying to
The only
sneak
one
one
they didn't
over
get,
on him.
you know what I gave them? I gave them anti-tank missiles. That's what I gave them.
The javelins.
I gave them
You said that 50 times.
sanctions on Russia. On Russia. I gave them javelins. You know the javelins? You know when they took out all those
the
tanks? You know the
spears.
tanks were heading to Kiev by the hundreds, and they were unstoppable. And I gave them javelins. So, you know, I really, Putin is the one that will tell you this has not been so good for them. the fact is that I just want fairness. I want fairness. But think of it. I gave Russia nothing except grief. I gave them nothing. I gave them sanctions and javelins. That's what I gave them. Obama gave them sheets, and you heard that statement before. It's a very famous. Trump gave them javelins, and Obama gave them sheets, and then they say how close I am to Russia. Let me tell you, we have to make a deal because there are a lot of people being killed.
Well,
that
talk
shouldn't
about
be killed.
right there.
But remember, Trump gave them nothing, and the other
Spitting
presidents
facts
gave
right
them a
there,
lot. They gave them
boys.
everything.
Spitting the facts right there.
President Javier Milei at CPAC, he wants to sign a free trade agreement with the United States.
Nope.
Is that something that you would consider even with Argentina
I'll
or any other
consider
country?
anything. And Argentina, I think he's great, by the way. I think he's a great leader. He's doing a great job. He's doing
That's
a
that
fantastic
guy.
job. Brought it back from oblivion.
He did a crypto thing.
Yeah, well, look at things. We're looking
He
at the
gave the
UK
Elon
with
a
things. It doesn't
chainsaw.
have to be tariffs, but
It's a crypto
tariffs
country.
are easy. They're fast. They're efficient.
Drug president.
And they bring fairness. For instance, when people kill their dollar, their equivalent of the dollar, whether it's the yuan or the yen in Japan or the yuan in China, when they drop them down, that puts us at a very unfair disadvantage. So all I have to do is say, Howard, we're going to have to raise the tariffs a little bit because I've called President Xi, I've called the leaders of Japan to say you can't continue to reduce and break
If they
down
don't listen,
your currency.
tariffs
You
go
can't
up.
do it because it's
They go
unfair
up.
to us. It's very hard for us to make tractors, Caterpillar, here when Japan, China,
Where are the
and other
caterpillars?
places are killing their currency, meaning driving it down. So all of these things add up. And the way you solve it very easily is with tariffs, because when they do that, instead of having to make phone calls every day like I used to do with certain leaders, President Xi a little bit, a lot of phone calls, talking about the fact that they're lowering their yuan, they're lowering it down, and that makes it very, very hard for us. So this way I just say, look, let them do that, and we make up for it with the tariffs. But
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum about
yeah,
tariffs?
sure, I will. I have a lot of respect for her. I have a lot of respect for her.
Are you
Mr. President, takes effect. It'll be 20% on China now. How high are you willing to go against China?
Well, I can't
Does
say.
this
It depends
affect,
on what they do with their currency.
like,
it depends on what they do
like
in terms
Genshin
of
Impact?
retaliation with some kind of an economic retaliation, which I don't think they're going to retaliate too much. Hey, look, the United States has been taken advantage of for 40 years. The United States has been a laughingstock for years and years. That's why
Nobody
this gentleman
knows.
is built in Taiwan instead of building here. It would have been better to be built here if we had a president that knew what they were doing. And we had a lot of them very bad on trade. Look, I'm a huge fan of Ronald Reagan, but he was bad on trade, very bad on trade.
Oh.
He allowed a lot of people, a lot of businesses to be taken. So I say that with due respect because he was so great on other things, but he was bad on trade. We are setting records right now, records like nobody has ever seen before. When you have companies like this coming in,
setting the records,
and
boys.
almost 40% of their company in one signature is going to be devoted.
That's what I'm
to
talking
what he
about.
does, which is one of the most important
Hashtag MAGA,
businesses
boys.
in the world. That's an unbelievable thing. When Apple now is going to start building all of their plants here,
Yeah.
all because of what we've done.
Well, what
in
about the
terms
child
of-
laborers? What are
it's
they
not
going to
because
do?
he likes me or they like me. They don't probably
They
like
have to go
me
back
at
to
all.
school?
I don't know. I think he likes me a little bit at least. But you know what? It's the incentive we created, or the negative incentive. I mean, it's going to be very costly for people to take advantage of this country. They can't come in and steal our money and steal our jobs and take our factories and take our businesses and expect not to be punished. And they're being punished by tariffs. It's a very powerful weapon that politicians haven't used because they were either dishonest,
If they make the bed, they're going to have to
stupid,
sleep in it. Simple as
or
that.
paid off in some other form. And now we're using them.
Damn.
Have you spoken with President Xi about this
I
term?
don't want to tell you that. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
I don't
Thank
want
you
to
very
tell
much.
you that.
Nobody knows.
Say, handle it
People
right
who
there.
don't respond to the
Dude,
emails be fired?
He's so happy. Oh, man. That's so funny. Wow. It's like, yeah. You guys are being played, are we? I don't know. I mean, like 25 million jobs seems like a good thing. Oh, get out of here, Baldy. Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. What the hell are you doing in here? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, old ass man. What the fuck? Yeah, did Apple say it was take these minimum a decade to get shit started in the USA? I don't know if they did or not, but it seems like that's not the case.
If you guys are tuning in, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, there you go.
Smash
the
that
audio
thumbs up
engineers
button if you haven't already, boys. Smash
that's the guy that's doing
Smash
pictures, though. We can't get mad
right
at
now,
him.
right now.
And so, wow. So we got more.
That was the
chips here
Asmongold
in America.
TV
That's
reaction.
Right. That's the way it should be. Thank God. I'm glad.
I'm gonna post it in the chat for you
shit.
if you want to check out his channel for yourself.
And what else could you really say, right?
Posting it in the chat if you would like
Honestly,
to check out Asmongold
for
yourself.
Audio would be better than that.
There's the link.
It's just been bad overall. And,
I'm a fan of his channel.
I want to move to the U.S. You do? You want to move here? You can't. You can't.
You got 11 votes.
There's no more.
64% say Trump is a good president. 36% say no, Trump is not a good president. Vote in the comments section. The little white poll thing. Click one of them.
If they're
vote
hot,
for
then
it.
maybe you can let them in. But otherwise, probably
let me know,
not,
boys.
Right?
Let me know. Come on. Let me know. There you go. That was Asmongold reacting. I don't know. I like Asmongold. What do you guys think? He's got some hot takes on some different things. I don't agree with everything he says, but he does a lot of gaming stuff, political stuff every so often. But yeah, go check out Asmongold. I think he's a pretty cool streamer. Entertaining. At the very least, he's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? But guys, if you enjoyed watching this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comments section. We got 12 votes on the poll. The majority of people watching say they think Trump is a good president. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see, boys and girls. That's what I like to see. But guys, thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next video. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up button if you want to help support the channel and help me keep my internet going. You can hit the join button, get access to perks like members only chat, members only live streams, members only videos, behind the scenes, that type of stuff. Hit the join button. If you can't afford it, just like it, share the video. It all helps out. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Until then, my name is Adam, and remember, wash your dishes or your kitchen's going to look like this. I got a lot of dirty dishes back there. Wash your dishes, and remember, keep calm and game on. Toodles!